Welcome to Club Wisdom 8. I'm here to mainly help the beginners of the game to keep going up. I think I've covered a few areas in the bottom left before. I do want to talk more about the bag at the moment. With regard to these, once your epics are full, please don't ever forget, once you have enough epics on every hero you're using, please make sure that you click on them and you make sure you sell and you don't sell, you scrap. So scrapping's very important, and I'm going to give you a special tip for today. Now the problem is when you let the computer equip for you, like this for example, it gives Kirk's this ring. This ring is incorrect for Kirk's. This ring is a magic attack ring. Kirk's doesn't use magic attack. These guys, these lightning mages and magicians, they use magic attack. But I wouldn't rely on Celiaz's magic attack, so I don't feel these rings are suitable for these heroes. So if you want to make some, I would say, progress, I would change. What I would do is, here I would take these rings for instance and lock them onto the correct people. So here we go, lock. So not her, and this one is speed. This one gives speed, I think. Yeah, attack speed. So this would probably be better for an archer unit such as Kirk's. So what you would be doing is you would be looking how to do that. So this is quite important. This magic defense, and this one is this HP? Yeah, HP 200. So you'd need. It's always hard to think who would your magic defense ring go on and who would your HP 200 go on. Generally speaking, yeah, I don't mind as long as it's like a tank. It doesn't really matter. I find a lot of tanks are not very they're not very good with their magic defense. So maybe I can explain to you what we're looking for with that actually. So before I explain a bit more, let's go and take a look at what. Let's open some stuff. Now, I must say, accessory scrolls are really important. Accessory scrolls comes number 2. Weapons. Weapon ones would be number 1 until you have enough pinacas or sage staffs. Pinacas are for the archers and sage staffs are for the magicians. Now, on this account, because it's my second account, I haven't got enough of either. I don't even think I have one Pinaka, which is no good, and theoretically shouldn't be on that hero. He should be using that. And Lena, I would prefer to give her something with speed, most likely. But I haven't got anything on this account. Now, Sage Staff, sorry. There is no sage staff here. It's a kind of pink looking one. So if I were you, I'd have about 8 Pinakas or 8 sage staffs. So what you'll be aiming for, I've told you before, are item tickets, and that's what you're going for. But if I were you, I would go for Pinakas, because if you're a whale, then it's probably better to go for the sage staffs. But even whales, a lot of whales still go for Pinakas, so up to you. Now, accessory scrolls will give you fatal rings, fatal necklaces, also the lifesteal. I think having lifesteal, you can never have enough lifesteal. I just found one here. Strange me, I even forgot to enhance it. I want to say enhancing lifesteal is really important. Recovery upon hit. This one you're going to need, or you're going to get stuck for a long time. No wonder why I was stuck on this account. This is how important it is. I just didn't even care about the cash, I just went for it. I don't have any more stun ones, so that's fine. And necklace, I don't have it, but the cooldown would be very good maybe for Mercedes, and the cooldown would probably be good for Celiaz and Lena. Now, probably Natasha too. So I'm going to say, if you're going to use the cooldown necklace, which I don't have one here, but it looks a bit like that, but it's gold. The cooldown necklace can reach 3 seconds of, so CD necklace, and the idea is that it's only on one of your 4 main officers, well, 1 hero, 3 officers, 1 leader and 3 officers. Can only use it on them because it's only for their ultimate move. So please make sure, don't make the mistake I made in the past. I just ignored it, and actually I had a cooldown necklace on heroes that were not the main ones. So for instance, I'll give you an example. Here, leader and 3 officers. Cooldown necklace should only be on them. Only on those, okay? If it's on anyone else, it will have no meaning. Nothing else will be down by 3 seconds. So I think that's quite important to know. Okay. Yeah. So back here, what I'm looking for is a Pinaka. There's nothing else Well, I think on this account I can accept anything, to be honest. I got a bow. I think this is the Seranus. This is actually one of the best. That bow is so good, but you need a crit damage type of unit. So Serranos. Goodness. Now, if I was to say, so what's important here is the refine. Okay. I don't know if I've really refined much on this account, but what I'm looking for, as this is so important, I'm gonna use one of the better refining stones, and what I'm looking for, I'm gonna say, which is nearly impossible, triple crit, 3 times crit rate. That's right, 3 times crit rate. Yeah, I'm gonna try 1. In fact, I have a bad feeling it's not. I'll try first here. I'm looking for 3 times crit. It could be crit damage and crit rate. I just want triple crit, double crit, and yeah, physical attack. For many people, they'll stick with that. Okay, many people would stick with that. I'm going to say I'm not at the moment. I'm not happy. I wouldn't be happy enough, having played the game so long. I know exactly what I'm looking for. Absolutely not. You know what? I have such faith in my pulls that I didn't even save the double crit. That's how much faith I have that I'm gonna get a double crit again. Yeah, double crit damage. But this time I think I'll save it just in case. And but I think you can see the chance of getting something triple is not easy. And I think I need to consider, or you would as well, do you want crit damage or do you want crit rate? Now, in order to know if you want crit damage, first you need to know who, or crit rate, you need to know who are you equipping on, okay? So, for me, I'm probably going to aim for, on this account, I think I'm going for Kirk's. So, well, Natasha, alright, I'll put crit. The thing is, she's going to have definitely a cooldown necklace. Well, she's got nothing on this account, so it doesn't matter what I do. So let's deal with her. So let's say I have this crit damage on Natasha. Although I really prefer Kirk's, to be honest. But anyway, as everyone's using her these days. So crit damage is 81. Crit rate is 7%. 7% isn't enough. If you ask me, you need at least. So the minimums here, I'd say you need around 26, 27. I'd go for 27%. 25% the lowest, I would say. But I would go for probably 27% crit rate. And I would prefer my crit damage to be over 100%, to be honest. But I can understand why it's not easy. So let's say I want a crit damage of over 100%. And I want a crit rate of over 25. Let's say that. Now, what is crit rate? You probably know from games, if you have 25%, the highest crit rate can reach is 100%, and 100% means every time you hit something, your crit will proc. So that's 100% crit rate. However, 25% would be 1 in 4. Every time, every 4 shots, 1 out of the 4 will be a critical hit. So if it's 33%, 1 out of 3 critical hit. So actually 33% is wonderful, but not easy to pull off. Crit damage 100% would double your damage. So I think 100% is lovely. That's what I would go for personally. So let's see first. Let's see if I can enhance. Let's see. So after level 10, so level 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay. I luckily have enough. Okay. So crit rate starts going up. So if I get it, not enough gold. Great. Okay. So I was going to try and push up the crit rate, which I cannot. I'm just thinking. Yeah, okay, not much I can do there. So, okay, so got that. Now let's see what else can do the crit rate. In terms of necklaces, on this account, I don't have even a necklace. So I would probably want to go to the cave and get more scrolls and stuff because I haven't been to the cave. But here I do have a crit damage of 45. So this crit damage ring. So let's put it on. Let's put it on. Now this has really pushed up my crit damage. So 126. I think I'm going to be happy to take a crit damage of under 100%, but definitely in order to push up the crit rate. So is there anything else? There must be rings that can upgrade crit rate, but do I have any? Yeah, this one, but Mercedes is using it. The candy ring. It's one of the legendaries. It would be unfair to take that off Mercedes. In fact, it wouldn't. It wouldn't be at all. Do you know why? Because she's definitely not at the level, I think, to use crit. So I'll take that off her for this. Although it's best not to, but I'm just doing it for the sake of it. And 16%. So in order to upgrade that crit rate a bit more, I am going to refine until here. I'm going to refine, and I'm going to use one of my better refines. I'm going to see if I can get a crit rate. Let's see. Good luck. Nope. It's really sad, isn't it? It's not easy. I'll retry, and I'm looking for crit rate. Wow, that's even worse. So yeah, you could end up wasting so much. So I'm going to go to the super one. Wish me luck. Got a crit rate, but the other two are no good. So in order to get 3 crits, triple crit, it's nearly impossible. If you get it on anything, if I were you, I'd just hold on to it. Crit rate and 2 attacks. I'm not accepting it. Not accepting it. Okay, I think I have to accept this. This will be the one. I can't take any more. I can't waste any more. So I have an 11.2% crit rate. Let's see what that does. Okay, so I hit 27%. Crit damage over 116. So everything is excellent. So this is nice. And I think what I can do is, if I take this, what level? Yeah, if I take this to level 20, I think crit rate will reach 15%, and then I can take off the ring and give it back to Mercedes, or I could have like 33%. So, and I could use the crit rate necklace, but I don't have it on this account. Anyway, so this is pretty cool. And I think I should awaken her, but this account probably cannot. Yeah, I don't temple farm on this account. So that's a good example of having somebody starting up your crit, and that will be you should probably aim for 1 unit to begin with, and I would go for a bow unit. I do think this would be great, and I think here this would be great for a cooldown necklace. So this is yeah, super. Okay, so I think I've told you enough here. With regard to guild, you should definitely make sure everyone in your guild are actually doing things. You should make sure, you should take a look at, well, if you're going to look at today's raid, at least look at it at the end of the day. But you got to make sure that the people checking in, make sure they've been here for at least like 2 days. Like one day that's getting a bit, you know, but if their contribution is quite good, then you might think, yeah, they're probably going to come back. So always good to keep an eye on what everyone is doing in your guild as well. It will, I think it will help if you have a better guild, if you have a better you know, the better you I don't know how to explain, but the better your guild is, like the more stronger the rank, then you know, it's you have better chance of better people joining you as well. So you don't really have to spend too much time looking. This guild is 24. This is actually Quox number 3. The loading takes so long, I'm not even going to bother. But my main guild, again, and it's got no whales, is Quox 1, which is yeah, rank 2. I'm still looking for people to join this, and in a very short time we have really, yeah, we have been climbing. But these guys are definitely whales, I can tell you. They definitely must have put in a lot of cash into the game to have 18 out of 20 and still have that kind of damage. Crazy. So I think they really are only looking for like pro people, which is a bit unfair. I don't look for pros. I look for consistency. I look for consistency, and I do look for a certain amount of damage and stuff like that. But there are 3 different Quox guilds, and they're all ranked like in the top 25. So there's always something for you, and every bit of effort really does raise up the guild. So you really feel that, and I think that's really cool, you know. What else do I want to say? I guess I should say it's oops, sorry. I guess I should say that it's really good to help your guild, actually, not only on guild raid, but also on siege battle. If you can't find your guild, like you'll find flags, all you have to do is you can just look through the channels. It's impossible. If you have the problem that I have, then yeah, it's impossible. Because I know my guild is on this guild is on channel 3, and I can't even open it. The only thing I can do is close it. So I guess what? Oh, okay, yeah. Shows how much I'm doing it. So yeah, so you just find the flags and you join in, okay? You join in. If you want to take a village, you need at least 3 people. If you want a castle, you need at least 6, okay? So, and castles are quite unusual. With regard to a castle, for instance, with regard to a castle, please remember you can just scroll down to area. There are 10 areas. Some people only notice like 6 areas, so please be prepared. And castles do need a higher CP value. If I were you, I'd join a better guild if you want to get too involved in that. It is nice because you get gold like every I think it's every 6 hours you're getting gold. Is it 6? It's exactly 6 hours. Yeah, I'm right. 6 hours. And guild battle, don't forget to join in. Don't forget to set up. I think this guild is I think we got beaten this time around, but don't forget to set up beforehand. Make sure every place has a person. I am impressed with this guild, considering the communication of this one is pretty low. Everyone set up a defense, and what kind of defense? Okay, that one was a bit of a joke, but it's nice that everyone did it despite the lack of communication. I find some guilds are not doing that. And make sure to take your prize after. You get a prize even if you lose. And if yeah, if you want to come along, yeah, come along to the guilds and have a go. I think it's really fun. And finally, last time I talked about it, but I found that a lot of people don't understand the crafting. Crafting is really important, and you don't really want to craft epics. Again, I go for Gargula's Horn Spear. Easy crafting. 10 hardeners you get from the boss. 10 Gargula's Horns you get from the boss. I'll show you the boss now. That's an easy one if you need weapons. The second I can't deal with it. The second choice, or maybe it was my first choice. This one. Skeleton King's Bone Armor. That's why I'm not making many videos. My voice is awful. Never used to be like this. This damn COVID nonsense. This would be nice, but what you need are steel pieces and sheepskin. Steel pieces are easy to get later on. Sheepskin a bit of a problem. But still, I'm not sure I would bother going that far for it. So this one is great. Now, and to remind you why it's good, you have a 33% chance that this epic will turn into a legendary. So you're not aiming for epic, you're aiming for legendary, okay? So 33% chance it will become a legendary. Those are my main choices. Finally, just to show you how to go for the Gargula, for example, you go for the Gargula boss, and your minimum boss would need to be B11 900,000, because you need that epic Gargula's Horn. But ideally, if you can't make it to that, just collect the hardeners until the day you can. So aim for B8 and then eventually aim for B11. Now, if you have problems with that, you can go the other direction and start with B8 here, Skeleton King, and you can go for eventually B11 to get the bone pieces. Now, these bone pieces are easier to get than hardeners. Hardeners are, yeah, they're not just extremely rare, they're super extremely rare to get. Never sell, always collect these, and have as many as possible for the day that you get enough epics of those. Dark Lord Lance, I don't know, I don't even think I've ever bothered, so no idea about that one. I think that's enough for today. Club Wisdom 8 over, and oh, if you want to do something, if you're running out of gems, then always remember to click on hero mode and have some soldiers ready and stick some soldiers somewhere, and yeah, get a bunch of gems. For instance, if I clear this one time, yeah, because it's easy to forget actually, the rewards are 150 gems. So if you're ever really out of gems, please remember soldier mode. That's my last tip. Club Wisdom 8 over and out.